Let me go to YouTube for a second here, because I'm on my other screen right now, but let's see if YouTube is working initially, just so that I don't waste time doing this for no reason. I'm gonna go to my channel if I can find it. You can tell I haven't done this in a bit. Yeah, I'm live. Okay, I have sound, that's great. So, and I can hear myself, so that's great. So let me start with a little show and tell here. First of all, I'll send you the snippet in the chat. I'll just edit the one that I'd initially given you, and you'll be able to see what I changed, because I initially assumed you were using ACF, but since you said you're using a meta field, I changed the code so that it works for you. So let me give you a few tips, okay? I'm running on local here. I have a site called Imran. I was doing something else that was Web Squadron related, so I called it Imran. So I was writing a plugin for something. But anyway, let me show you what's happening if I bring over. It doesn't matter that I have CrocoBlock installed here or that the post type was created with CrocoBlock, anything like that. But if I have a post type called our jobs, if you click on it, you'll see that the slug for our jobs is our-jobs here, right? And that's the slug that I used in the snippet. That's the one thing you need to know. The second thing you need to know is obviously it's now draft because I was testing it and it actually does work. So I created job posting. Inside here, there's literally nothing at the moment other than a field called custom date custom date field, and as you can see, it actually shows you again the slug you should be using, which is what I'm using in the code. So let's see. So as you can see, I've set the date to like yesterday, and at least in my time zone it's yesterday, and I published this post today. Regardless, I'm gonna now set this to publish so you can actually see that it's published, and then I'll run the cron job. Now, in my snippet, I've done a few new things so you can actually check that it works. But let's start with the basic thing you need to do. To be able to test cron jobs, you need to install a plugin called Advanced Cron Manager. I think it's free. Just find it on the repo, and here's the page. No. Sorry about that. You heard a bit of Greek as well, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's called Advanced Cron Manager, and when you install it, you'll get this nice little thing here. You can click Cron Manager, and it will load up all the cron events that WordPress is currently using. So let me. Oh, I'm showing the wrong screen, I think. Let me check for a second, because I think I'm showing the wrong screen. Yeah, I am. So anyway, you didn't see what I did, but anyway, let me take it to the screen so that you can see what I'm doing. So I installed Advanced Cron Manager, which is this plugin here. I'll show you again because I missed it. So Advanced Cron Manager is, if you go to view details, you can tell it's created by this company. I don't know if it's a company or just a guy, whatever. It's called Bracket Space, I guess. And this is it. So if you go into plugins, you'll now see this little screen that says whatever cron manager. You click on it, it takes you to a page. It shows you all the cron jobs in WordPress. Now you'll notice, I'll just take you to my code snippet for a second here. In the code snippet that I will edit on the post based on the initial one that I sent you, I called it like set post to draft or whatever. I'll send you the code, but what you care about is it checks today's date, and then it gets all the post types that are called our job. This our job thing I showed you before, just in case you didn't see it. If you go to our job and you click all jobs, you'll see, if I open it in a new tab, be careful because this is really case specific, so you need to write it exactly. So that's where I got this. I think you probably know this because you're coding snippets, but I have to show it just in case anybody else is watching this. That's the one thing you care about. And this bit, um, I'm just logging stuff. You don't really need this bit, but because it's a cron job, you can't actually see things unless you log them. So then all I do is I loop through the post, I go grab the custom date, and you just do get meta, get ID gets the current post, because it's looping through all of them. This custom date field, see that I've got dashes there. I found that from inside the field here. This is my meta field. I created this with CrocoBlock, as I said, but it doesn't really matter as long as you know the actual field ID or the field. In ACF, it would be the field key, but because I'm not using ACF and I'm using meta now, you can see it's the field name, custom date field. It's got all dashes. Then what else do you need to know? Thank you. What else do you need to know? That's the one thing. So now in the snippet again, you don't need that line for the logic there. It was just my stuff that I was testing because you said it didn't work and I was like curious why. So you don't need these two either, but I'll show you what they do if you do have them. So you don't need these either. I can take them out. But if you did have them, essentially, what would happen, if I can get my VS Code to show up on this screen here. Yeah, what it will do is it will give you, oops, sorry, I clicked a few things here. So this custom date is a timestamp. That's my timestamp, as in this here in the code. What you're seeing is basically the timestamp from the custom date or whatever. So because I put in comments now, you won't see it anymore, but that's the custom date. It's in timestamp just so I can compare that they're the same. But generally what it does, it goes through all the stuff. You don't need the second bit here, so I can remove that as well. I'm fixing the code as well at the same time. It's just that I won't be able to tell if it's logged. But anyway, this is where you define whether it's daily, hourly, or stuff like that. You can Google WordPress as to how WP schedule event works, but daily will be midnight, of course, based on your server time. So let's just quickly click save here. This snippet should now work. Let's go to post and check that everything is published, because the post should be published unless the cron is running, right? And you can decide if you want to change the post date and stuff like that, but that's not what we want right now. We just want to set it to drop regardless of the post date. So let's go to our little cron manager here. And the name that I'm looking for, let me show you in the snippet, because I named the function update job status hook, as you can see in my code here. I'll go look for that in Cron Manager because that's the name I gave it. You can name it whatever you want, so long as you actually look for the actual thing. So this is my hook, and I can execute it now because I'm not going to wait until midnight. Assuming all went well, if I go back to our job post and I refresh, presumably it should now be in draft. There you go, done. That's all I'm going to show you. I'll post the code. If you need anything else, just let me know, I guess. Yeah? Kill the video, but that's about it.